Hey, what's going on today, guys? I don't really have a specific topic to talk about. I was just gonna give you an update on what's going through my noggin right now. So, I'm thinking, let's see, we're at May 20th or May 21st. I've only got 9 or 10 days left to the end of the month, and I've got a significant amount of stuff I still want to accomplish. I'm really trying not to push it off until the end. I've had a house full of people, though, and they're using the area where I have the studio, so I guess I gotta think of a contingency plan for that. I could always just record, I guess, downstairs, but it'd be a little bit loud for everybody. And I want this to be a higher audio quality, unlike these videos where it doesn't matter because I'm just shooting the shit. But if I'm gonna be making like a book promotion kind of thing, like, you know, I want it to be professional. That's the end of it. It could be silly or whatever, but it could be still professional. Well, this one's not gonna be silly. It's gonna be like kind of more serious. And I still need to figure out a good way to meld this idea that's just like, this is supposed to be like a music site and also a book site. What I think I'm gonna do is, I think my main page, which is ultimately going to be AdamRounisto.com, is going to be the page where all of my other projects and stuff link to. But I think like Ex Libris, you know, they're working on my URL right now. It's going to be thoughtsbecomethings.com, just for the book. That will technically be at a different URL, and I can just link to it, which I have no problem with. I'll probably do the same thing with my music. I don't know if I can use multiple URLs with Wix or not, but I think it'd be kind of cool because I don't want necessarily, I don't know, it's got to be in a proper place because people can't just be going and, you know, just read the book or wanting to find out more or see if they're going to possibly publish the book and then see, you know, scroll down a little bit and see songs about dicks and stuff. It's got to be a little bit professional enough where, and organized enough where people are going to be able to tell that I might do different things and stuff, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily correlate with the other projects. I mean, I don't know. I always knew that was going to be the trickiest thing about this thing. But I'm not too worried about that. Also with like videos like this, right? So my whole point originally was like, I'm gonna just shoot the shit in these videos and stuff, and then a couple other videos I would start talking as if like I had an agenda, more or less. Like, you know, during the 90-day challenge when I was making videos, I was trying to deliver appropriate content, kind of like a lot of YouTube videos would accomplish. You know, you've got a specific topic that you want to bring up to people, and you want to be the expert on that. Let me turn here. There we go. You know, we're trying to be the expert on something. Like, here's 5 what the fuck am I saying? Here's 5 tips how you can be a better entrepreneur. Fucking 4 will surprise you, you know, that kind of shit. Those kind of videos, I kind of want to make videos like that also, like how-tos, explainer videos, videos that deliver those kind of content, but there has to be some kind of separation. I don't know, I think on the main website I'm going to have, I don't know, one of this month's goals is to try to make a, God, my fucking nose is killing me. I gotta like blow it real bad or something. How's that for fucking stage presence? You know, just on the same topic real quick. I was watching some of the content by the Sales Lion. I forget the guy's name, Mark something or whatever. But he was suggested by one of the videos I was watching yesterday. And I was really happy to see that he does all of his shit in one take too. He said, listen, you got one rule. You go and you make the video one time through. Now you can go back afterwards if you think you can do better and redo it, and you'll probably get better, but you can't stop and restart it because, and this is what I used to do with my old videos too, but you know, when you know that you can't stop and you got to keep going, you kind of have to just keep your shit together. I mean, sometimes I vary off a little bit and I forget what the hell I'm saying, but that's fine. That's just what happens, you know, when you're getting better. But I'm thinking just off the top of my head, what I'd really like to do is, there's a lot of skills and stuff I need to learn. And sometimes it gets overwhelming because you think, okay, if I might get this one thing, then this will probably be the answer. But then you uncover a lot of other things as well, and you realize you don't know jack shit about them, so you got to learn about those things too. I mean, I've never been surprised by, well, I shouldn't say never, but I haven't been surprised by that kind of stuff in a long time. You know, I've been very savvy to the fact that there's a lot of stuff you need to learn to be successful at all. So, some other things I've identified, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take them all, put them on a list, and perhaps if I have time at work today, I'll put them on little sheets of paper or something. But I'm going to write down all the different skills and stuff that I want to learn. And I think I had this idea before, but I'm going to go back and do this, and we'll try it out, right? And just take a bunch of courses on it, and then for instilling it into me, but hopefully not trying to steal people's work. I don't want to be like just taking courses and then replicating their shit. I want to take a bunch of courses, kind of get an idea, and teach my own stuff the way that I would. And to me, that's the only way I can comfortably do it, because otherwise I feel it'd just be like stealing. You know, I don't want to steal people's content. That's not my goal. I'm trying to be the better me, not the better this guy or that guy. So I think one of my approaches, and I've thought about this for a long time, because, you know, I probably should have put this in yesterday's video, but I didn't really think about it. If you want to come up with content, realize that, first off, anything you're going to say half the time, or fuck, more than half the time, anything you're going to say almost 99.9%, you know, just like that one little bacteria that fucking doesn't get killed by Lysol, you're going to be saying a bunch of shit that other people are going to say. But the reason why so many people can do this is because you are a different person. See, a lot of people can tell you the same story. A lot of people can tell you the same thing, but it's how they deliver the message that ultimately gets either you intrigued or not. Maybe they could intrigue somebody else, maybe they can intrigue you. It all depends on, you know, their vocal inflection, what they value the most out of those lessons, how they approach it, whether or not it's a logical way, or if it's, you know, about like an inspirational, emotional kind of tactic. But any way you dice it, I'm always trying to pull into something so I can just know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to pull it right here. This is my little spot, so I don't have to always drive around, right? I mean, I like driving around talking. It's not a big issue. God, I can't hold the camera like that either, because the fucking camera's right fucking there. But if you can come up with content, right, by looking at, just look at a bunch of things that you don't know how to do. Then go watch a bunch of videos on that. And then say, okay, that's some really cool points. But, you know, really make sure that you've looked at enough sources where you see more than just the same points. Because sometimes you have to go through a couple videos before you see some unique ones. It's usually when you see those unique ones, you think, oh, wow, that's a little bit outside of the box. And then you might be inspired by thinking some additional things that maybe they didn't think of at the time. You know, when people are making content, they don't always go and look at their competitions. That's kind of like a bad way to go about it, because then you're just going to be too influenced on what it is that you're going to talk about. But when you look at a shit ton of stuff and you consolidate it, and you really have time to think and understand the principles behind what they're talking about, and then you make a video based on that, that's a whole different ballpark. That's something I wanted to do before, because ultimately you won't run out of content, because you'll keep having like a flow of like what people commonly talk about. But the reason that people will come to you, because I know that like the first thing you're going to think about is, well, shit, if I'm doing the same thing as everyone else, nobody's going to come to my page. No, you are a unique person, and it's because of your charm or the delivery that is going to cause the people to either watch you or not. You know, some people like, well, I'm not going to say that, but some people like particularly more ambitious fellows, and some people like more intellectual or otherwise, or just, You know, people who like to jabber on, tell stories about their life. I don't know. You know, we all like different things. To each fucking their own and all that crap. So, maybe for May's goals, I really, really want to learn more about SEO because I'm doing a shit job at it. I know I am. And when I look at descriptions of people's YouTube videos, they usually have like a description, a bunch of links, and then I noticed the one guy's page, and every one of his videos, he has an about section where it's just like talks about himself, and it's like a huge paragraph. So I know I'm really missing out on opportunities with SEO, but I don't understand it enough. So I love courses, but they always get me distracted because I never get the big goals done whenever I keep taking courses. You know, I end up evolving, or I should say devolving, into a different direction, where otherwise, if I were just kept on topic, then maybe I could have accomplished a little bit more. But that's just the nature of the game, you know. You gotta go through a whole bunch of different stuff to get perspective at times. You know, the book, what is it, by Robert Greene. He made 48 Laws of Power. Mastery, I believe it was. He talks about how people in a domain of a couple different professions are able to create something genuinely new because they can take their extensive knowledge on two seemingly independent fields and add them together in such a unique way where they create something amazing. So, you know, that's kind of like what the point of continuously learning is. Well, that's about it right here. You know, this angle shot means I'm about done. You see it, my nose. Okay, I'm done. So, I'll see you guys later.